Hey, everybody. Welcome back to this next edition of Clover Connections. Jill, Marie, Dawn, and I are excited to be joined this session with a colleague of ours from Chippewa County, Heidi Benson. Heidi, you are involved with this Wisconsin 4-H virtual learning community. And some of us may have heard of that, maybe seen it in a newsletter or some Facebook posts, but we're hoping you can talk to us a little bit about what the virtual learning community is and tell us a little bit about how we can be involved. So I'm going to start by asking you the first question, Heidi. Tell me about the virtual learning community and kind of what its vision is for Wisconsin 4-H.
Yeah, so really the virtual learning community started last summer as a way to share out resources during COVID-19 and have virtual programming starting in the summer of 2020. And really, as like moving forward through fall and into now winter and spring, it's our three main areas are sharing of virtual resources, having access to content, and then of course it's a way to stay connected. So it's anyone, right, from across the state can take advantage of some of the offerings that virtual learning community has available for 4-Hers. Just like anything else, right? Like meeting those statewide 4-Hers and making those connections provide those lifelong friendships that are so important to you.
So Heidi, I have a question for you. Where would I find out about what sessions are being offered?
So Marie, there are three places you can find the information when and what sessions are being offered. The first is under the virtual learning or VLC website, which is found on under the Wisconsin 4-H page. The second is on social media. If you check on the Wisconsin 4-H Facebook and Instagram accounts, oftentimes we'll post highlighted programs. So for example, if it's pie club or cheese making or something like that, it will get a special promotional piece, along with we often do like an at a glance calendar. So if you want to look out weeks in advance, it'll have everything coming up within the next few weeks or next month. And then the last place is on 4-H Online. If you go under events in your family tab, all of the events are listed under there as well.
Awesome. So if I'm interested in, say, Pie Club or the virtual fitness club that's coming up, how would I sign up for those things?
So 4-H Online is the best way to sign up for those things. So under 4-H Online, like I said, if you go to that events tab, you will find everything that your child is eligible for, okay? It may be highlighted in a light blue or a dark blue, okay? If it's a dark blue, it means that is for their age group. And that it is appropriate for them to register and sign up for that event. For example, Pie Club was grades 6 to 13, and it would show up light blue to anyone in grade 5 or under that were ineligible to register, okay? So if you click on that dark blue button, then it'll just prompt you through some questions, and then you will click register or submit. Your county-based educator will get an email saying, little Johnny is signed up for the program, and you'll get a follow-up email as well with any supplies that you need to have for that upcoming program, okay? If you are a community participant, right, like let's say you're a 4-Her and you have a friend who wants to participate, there are ways for them to register too, which they will have to make an account in 4-H Online, but that looks a little bit different. So if you go to the virtual learning community website, under how do I participate, there is a way for both just information for someone who's a community participant to register and sign up for that one, for that program or that session offering.
You know, Heidi, you brought up such a great opportunity for our young people, but who can sign up for virtual learning community? Is it just 4-Hers? Can anybody sign up for it? Who are our virtual learning community programs open to right now?
So currently they're open to anyone who is in grades kindergarten through 13 in the state of Wisconsin, okay? Obviously, like I said earlier, depending on the program, there might be a specific age that of young people that can be enrolled in that program due to just, research and making sure that the content fits the needs of the youth that are participating in it. But really, it's anyone across the state who has an elementary through a freshman and college age youth can participate. In the future, we plan on maybe having some adult and volunteer offerings, but right now we're really focusing on those young people who are really needing some connection and content during this time, and ways for them to explore their sparks, whether it be in their living room, kitchen, dining room, or wherever they can participate in our 4-H programming.
That's so cool. So if I'm a 4-H'er and my friend says, what are you doing? What's this pie club thing? You can say, like, come check it out. You can sign up too. It doesn't matter if you're in 4-H or not.
Absolutely, Jill. So like I said, if you have a friend, encourage them, right? Because that just might be the hook that they're looking for to get into some of our great project-based learning programming.
That is so cool. And I'm so excited for our young people to have that opportunity.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Heidi, and telling us more about the virtual learning community. Again, those of you who are watching this video, on the screen is the website and the Instagram page and the Facebook page. Check that out and be sure to reach out to your local educator, because we are here in every county across the state to help connect you, whether you're currently engaged in 4-H or are a potential 4-H participant in one of our projects. Reach out to your local educators and check this Clover Connection series for more information as it becomes available. Thanks, everybody.